Intel's 5-core CPU. This was posted by Perina on the forum, and this is actually cooler than it sounds. So this is a hybrid.
Which vulnerabilities will be on this one?
Well, just chill. Just chill, Luke. Just chill. So this is a hybrid x86 platform, codename Lakefield, and it's got one big CPU with 4 smaller CPU cores, plus a bunch of graphics. It's got a low standby mode power consumption of just 2.5 watts, and is intended to be used in always connected laptops like the Galaxy Book S, ThinkPad X1 Fold, and Surface Book Neo. There's 64 execution units in the GPU. That's the same amount as an Ice Lake processor, but clocked lower. The chip uses 3D stacking. So there's a 10 nanometer die for the core stacked on top of a 22 nanometer die for the IO. So that's a cheaper way to do IO. A 7-watt TDP. And what's cool about this is that according to Intel anyway, she's a real efficient one. And this could be their serious crack at finally breaking through the barrier of competing with ARM that they have been struggling with for so long. I mean, Atom, way back in the day, was supposed to be their low power answer. Silvermont or whatever it was called. I can't, man, what was it? Was it called Silvermont? I can't remember. They also had, dang, all the code names. It's been so long since they've made a serious play at this.
The branding of Intel Atom. I wonder what this one's going to be branded as.
I don't know. There's a newsroom link that has a little bit more specs and information. Core processor with Intel hybrid technology. Wow, that's terrible. I hope that's not what it ends up being called.
Yeah, me
yeah,
too.
they're going to be i5s and i3s with hybrid technology. Yeah, okay. That either tells us that this isn't actually that revolutionary or that Intel is bad at branding. Either of which could be true.
Yeah. See, like this is just to jump back to my PlayStation argument. Remember the awesome branding that was Skull Trail, and remember how much that branding has been not utilized?
Yeah, I know, right?
That like type of branding, like that stuff is cool. I don't want to keep going with like Intel R Core TM processors with Intel R hybrid technology. Blah, 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 blah. Like, oh my goodness. Yawn.
I'm still pretty jazzed for these things. So base clock 1.4, boost 3.0, course threads 5. So it's got these, it's actually very similar to the approach that you've seen taken in things like Snapdragon processors. So it's called big little. The big is small and the little is big. And the idea is that you've got a mixture of lighter cores that can handle just like background nonsense tasks while you want to save power, and then higher performance cores that kick into overdrive when you want to run a game or whatever the case may be. And it's something that we haven't seen in an x86 processor so far, and I'm pretty excited to see what can come out of it, because standby power of 2.5 watts, that's not a lot of power for CPU and GPU.